It is arguably the greatest rags-to-riches story in modern NFL history. A young man picked last in the draft, given the tongue-in-cheek title of Mr. Irrelevant, who was just hoping to make a practice squad or maybe, just maybe, get a shot as a backup. And now, that very same player is one of the richest players in the National Football League. Brock Purdy, the quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers, has reportedly agreed to a monumental contract extension that locks him in with the team for the long haul and gives him a pay raise that is almost difficult to comprehend. According to reports, Purdy has landed a 5-year deal worth a staggering $265 million. Let's put that into perspective, especially considering where he came from. As the very last pick of the 2022 NFL Draft, the 262nd player selected, Brock Purdy signed a standard rookie contract for a 7th-round pick. That deal paid him an average of less than $1 million per season, specifically around $934 annually over his first 3 years in the league. Now, his new contract will pay him an average of around $53 million per season. That is a pay raise of over 50 times his previous annual salary. It's a financial jump that is almost unprecedented in professional sports, a direct result of his performance on the field. This new deal immediately places Brock Purdy among the highest-paid quarterbacks in the entire NFL. His average annual salary puts him in line with other top signal callers like Jared Goff and Tua Tagovailoa, with only a handful of quarterbacks across the league earning more per year than he will. The 49ers have also committed a massive amount in guaranteed money, reportedly $181 million. Showing just how heavily invested they are in him being their franchise quarterback for the foreseeable future. His journey from Mr. Irrelevant to a quarterback earning over $50 million a year is the stuff of legend. He wasn't supposed to play early in his rookie year, but injuries to both Trey Lance and Jimmy Garoppolo thrust him into the starting lineup midway through the 2022 season. And he didn't just play, he excelled. Purdy became an instant success, winning his first 5 starts and leading the 49ers deep into the playoffs. He then followed that up by leading the team to another dominant season and a Super Bowl appearance at the end of the 2023 campaign. In his first 21 starts, Purdy was remarkably productive. He threw for a combined 5.654 yards, tossed 44 touchdowns against 15 interceptions, and completed passes at a very efficient 68.7% clip. He went from an unknown rookie to a legitimate star, shedding the sarcastic, Mr. Irrelevant moniker for a more serious one. Throughout this early success, the 49ers benefited immensely from having a starting quarterback performing at a Pro Bowl level while only counting a tiny amount against the salary cap on his rookie deal. That discount allowed them to invest heavily in the rest of their roster, building what was widely considered one of the most talented, loaded teams in the NFL, capable of making deep playoff runs. However, the narrative around Brock Purdy hit a bump in the road in 2024. After a 2023 season where he was statistically near the top of the league in many metrics, including leading the NFL in EPA per play, he and the 49ers offense as a whole took a step back. San Francisco finished the 2024 season with a disappointing 6-11 record and missed the playoffs entirely. Purdy's individual metrics also declined, falling to 9th in EPA per play and 13th in QB rating. While a rash of injuries to key skill position players undoubtedly impacted the offense's performance, the dip in Purdy's numbers reignited a debate that has followed him since his initial success. Is he truly an elite, top-tier quarterback capable of consistently elevating an offense? Or was his production largely a product of playing within a brilliant offensive system run by Kyle Shanahan and throwing to a roster loaded with Pro Bowl talent like Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, and George Kittle? This debate is at the heart of the conversation around this massive contract. Is Brock Purdy worth $53 million a year? Does his performance warrant being paid more than almost every other quarterback in the league? The 49ers front office, however, has consistently stated their belief in him. They have always maintained publicly that they see Brock Purdy as their franchise quarterback. And now, they've backed up those words with an unprecedented financial commitment. The implications of this contract for the 49ers are significant. They have secured their quarterback for the next 5 years, providing stability at the most important position. But they have also given up the massive salary cap advantage they enjoyed. Paying Purdy a top-tier quarterback salary means the team will now face tough decisions about which pieces of that talented surrounding cast they can afford to keep under the salary cap. Maintaining a loaded roster becomes exponentially more challenging when your quarterback's cap hit goes from under $1 million to over $50 million. The pressure is now squarely on Brock Purdy. He has gone from the last pick of the draft with nothing to lose to one of the highest-paid players in the league with everything to prove. The debate about his true value will undoubtedly continue, perhaps even intensify, but the 49ers have made their choice, betting $265 million that Brock Purdy is the man who can lead them back to consistent Super Bowl contention. It's now up to Mr. Irrelevant, the $265 million man, to show that he can perform at a level that justifies the historic investment, even as the roster around him potentially changes due to salary cap constraints. His incredible journey has reached a new financial peak, and the next chapter will be defined by how he handles the immense pressure that comes with being a top-paid NFL quarterback. Brock Purdy's journey from the final pick of the NFL draft to one of the league's highest-paid players is now complete. The San Francisco 49ers quarterback has reportedly agreed to a massive contract extension, a deal that significantly alters both his financial future and the team's salary cap landscape. According to reports first from ESPN's Adam Schefter and confirmed by Yahoo Sports' Yuri Epstein, Purdy has agreed to a 5-year contract extension worth a staggering $265 million. This averages out to around $53 million per season, placing him in the upper echelon of quarterback salaries, comparable to deals signed by Jared Goff and Tua Tagovailoa, with only a handful of signal callers earning more annually. The deal also reportedly includes $181 million in guaranteed money. This represents an astronomical pay raise for Purdy, who had been playing on his rookie contract as the 262nd and final pick of the 2022 draft. That initial 4-year deal paid him an average of less than $1 million per season, a stark contrast to his new annual earnings. The 49ers have now secured their franchise quarterback for the long term, a clear vote of confidence from the organization. However, this also means the team will no longer benefit from the significant financial advantage Purdy's rookie contract provided over the past few seasons. That cost-controlled deal allowed San Francisco to build and maintain a highly talented roster around him, contributing to 2 consecutive NFC Championship appearances and a trip to the Super Bowl at the end of the 2023 season. In his first 21 starts, stepping in midway through his rookie year due to injuries to Trey Lance and Jimmy Garoppolo, Purdy was remarkably productive, throwing for a combined 5.654 yards, 44 touchdowns, and 15 interceptions with a 68.7% completion rate. He became an instant sensation, quickly shedding the Mr. Irrelevant moniker, while he and the 49ers offense experienced a step back in 2024 amidst various injuries, leading to a 6-11 record and missing the playoffs. 49ers leadership has consistently expressed belief in Purdy as their long-term answer at quarterback. This monumental extension solidifies that belief. Now, with Purdy commanding a salary commensurate with the league's top passers, the challenge for the 49ers front office will be navigating the salary cap to keep their talented core intact. For Brock Purdy, the focus shifts to proving he is worth the significant investment and can consistently lead the team to championship contention with a much larger cap hit.